Sorella, Lady of the House of Martok, has requested that you meet her at the House Estate in the Ketha Lowlands. She did not explain why she wanted to see you, but I expect that she has some tasks she would like completed. The House of Martok has lost much prestige since I took the Chancellor's seat, but they serve the Empire well.
Ah, the estate of House Martok. It has been too long. After Gowron stripped my house of its titles and lands, this place became my home. I will
Welcome. I will skip the usual pleasantries. We have serious matters to discuss. The House of Martok has many enemies. Some of them seek to curry favor with Gempok, or the House of Duras, by striking at us. Until now, most of these attacks have been little more than a nuisance. But now we know that an enemy may be plotting to assassinate Worf, and my grandson, Maven, may also be a target. The filthy Baktag willing to carry out such dishonorable attacks must be stopped. And so...
Any threat to House Martok will be dealt with, my lady. On that, you have my word as a warrior. Where is Maven now?
He is on his way to the Batleth tournament on Forcus 3 with your father. Worf assured me that he would handle security matters during the trip, but that was before you reported your findings to me. Before you go, I have another concern. Our local farmers reported seeing a Romulan here recently. Given Kemtar's suspicions of a house collaborating with the Tal Shiar, it seems to be an odd coincidence. We need to know what the Romulan was doing here before you leave for the tournament.
A Romulan? Here? Once I would have considered that impossible. But we live in strange times. Maybe they have come to their senses, and...
Of what interest is a Klingon farm to a Romulan?
The only thing the top.
I remember seeing the Romulan. He said he was a surveyor hired to architect a new irrigation system.
This surveyor may be more than he seems. The idea of a Romulan moving alone, freely on estate grounds? I do not like where this is going. Let's follow his steps. Doing so could lead to insight on the Romulan's actions. I see the equipment there. It is definitely Romulan tech. That is definitely Romulan gear, but it is not surveying equipment. It is a short-range EM transmitter, not something a surveyor would use, Romulan or otherwise. Well done. We still have a suspicious Romulan on the loose, however. There is a shipping and receiving area nearby.
Yes, I remember this man. It's not every day you see a Romulan in the Ketha lowlands. Martok would have never let a Romulan set foot on our world. That's why I don't think much of Jimpak. However, his codes were valid, and he had Lady Sorella's signature, so...
And now our surveyor is a diplomat. A Tal Shiar spy seems more likely. That delivery. It was an order for the House of Martok. They needed explosives for digging out a new irrigation system. The order was placed by Lady Sorella with a... This spy is clever, placing the explosives near the House of Martok's fertilizer stores. If he detonates them, the results will be devastating. We should focus our search near the fertilizer shed. The signal is getting weaker. The signal is getting stronger! There, by the ship! What is
The
that
House of
Romulan doing?
Martok will crumble, and with it, the rest of the Klingon Empire. You cannot stop what has begun.
Treacherous for shock! It's an ambush! They're finished. Deal with that bomb before it kills us all. This ship, it is the Rotaran, the flagship of House Martok. That Romulan wanted to blow up more than fertilizer. It would have been a fatal blow, both to the House and its honor. We must continue the hunt, my friend. Ever since Gempok recognized the government on New Romulus, the number of Romulan ships in orbit over Qo'noS has increased. Most of them have legitimate reasons for being here. As a diplomat, I realize that harassing such a ship could lead to an incident. That's trouble we do not need. Very well. I am willing to continue, as long as you understand that discovering the vessel that holds our quarry will be difficult. There's a lot of warp and impulse traffic in the area. It's too much for the scanners to handle, especially if we're dealing with a cloaked ship. That's assuming the ship is still in the system. They may have gone to warp as soon as the spy stepped off the transporter pad. Ah, your intuition served us well, my friend. Scanners are detecting trace singularity distortion.
I'm being pursued by annoying Klingon insects. What are they called? Eyes. Glove flies. As much as I would love to do, I have a pressing appointment elsewhere. So let's change hearts.
Warp trail detected. Sensor analysis indicates that the Romulan is headed for the Forcus system. Agreed. I believe Lady Sorella's suspicions were correct. We have arrived in the Forcus system. The Warbird's warp trail ends here. She's out there, somewhere. And I've hailed him several times, but he has not answered. Either he is unable to respond, or unwilling to respond. Yes, she is dropping into orbit over Forcus 3, and hailing us. It appears Commander Tarson would like a word.
You're becoming an annoyance. You have made yourself a target by defending the House of Martok. By following me here, you've given me no choice but to destroy you.
Beat He cloaked! Scan for energy traces so we can follow him.
Ship is under attack.
Klingons are helping the Romulan! They are Makwi! We must find him! Quickly!
You cannot stop what is already set in motion. The Klingon Empire will fall.
Tarson may have beamed himself and his agents to the...
Is a priority target in the area.
Any Romulans here will be well hidden, but their Klingon allies will be able to move freely. Even...
Wonderful!
Have you seen the fighter from the House of Duras?
If General Chang fought the Harmaster Corps.
And what do you think of the new rule restricting... Do you really think a Romulan would be foolish enough?
The enemy is devious, moving... Hearing the chanting and sounds of Badlands reminds me of the first time I celebrated the Côte Baval festival. That was the first time I remember understanding what it means to be a Klingon warrior.
priority target in the area. Stay alert.
Nuchnech, speak quickly. Access is limited to maintenance staff and competitors. If you have a security concern, take it up with security. I am, and you will explain your impudence before I show you why I am in charge. The hard way.
There is another way. Is it still possible to enter the tournament?
Not as a competitor, but we do have an opening for an exhibition match. One of the fighters put enough blood wine in his gut to drop the Gone King and had to withdraw. If you wish to take his place, I will allow it. Then combat you shall have. No firearms are allowed. You must use a melee weapon. A bat'leth is preferred, but this is an exhibition, so you may use an unconventional melee weapon if you wish. Even one of those Vulcan lurpas they wave at each other in mating disputes. Ha! And now, an exhibition match. This concludes the exhibition. Our next match will begin shortly. Ha! You fight well. Work on your form, and you might qualify for next year's tournament. You may use the locker rooms to clean up. Go. Should you have the courage, I will allow you the honor of buying me a blood wine later. Perhaps we will see if you drink as well as you fight.
I said that I would tell you the story of how I came to be called Kemtar. Kemtar was the name of a warrior who saved my father from assassins on Moranga 4. I used the name Kemtar to honor his memory, to remind me of what it means to be Klingon.
What's this? The insect buzzes still. I think it is...
More traitors in league with Tarson. They must be preparing to strike.
Target located. Crimes include sabotage and assassination. Termination authorized.
You are looking for Maven? He is in another room, further down the hallway.
Maven has fallen to treachery! The House of Martok will have its revenge!
Tor, I need reinforcements!
What is... I see you have been listening to my son's conspiracy theories again. He talks of peace and uniting the houses. Yet, here he is, with a blade in his hand, looking for glory. I told you I wanted nothing to do with this.
While you were here at the tournament, assassins moved against Lady Sorella at her own estate. If we hadn't tracked down this agent and disarmed his explosive, she would be dead as well. At every step, we have encountered Klingons hiding in the shadows, with blades at our backs.
I have not seen this evidence, but I believe what you say. We will get to the bottom of this. That does not mean we can act rashly. If there were Klingons aiding these agents, then we are still in danger.
Agreed. A great house conspiring with the Tal Shiar to assassinate other Klingons. And it is not just a theory. How high does the corruption go?
Sorella and the rest of the House of Martok will mourn for her grandson. But I must also see that security remains a priority. To start, I am sending you a recruit from our house, the warrior Belera. She's been personally trained by me, and will aid your crew as we fight against the House of Torg.
House
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
My former jailers were from that house. At least, before we sent them to Grethel on the frozen tundra of Rurapente.
The idea that one of the great houses is conspiring with Romulans to attack House Martok is troublesome. Come to the Kethalolans. Worf and I would be honored if you would participate in Maven's Hecate. Once we have put our family matters to rest, you may work with Worf and Kemtar to determine our plan of attack. Serve the Empire well.
Maven was the heir of House Martok. We will be diminished without him. He died as a warrior born, and soon he will join his honored ancestors in the halls of Stovokor.
You honor my house by returning the body of Maven to his home. My grandson was very traditional. In his honor, we shall perform an Akvo. Together, we will follow our ancient traditions by watching over Maven until his spirit is ready for the journey to Stovokor. I would be honored if you joined us in the Akvo.
In the flash, before the night, you heard the call of Stovokor. The warriors singing. Cry out your name. Welcome home. Welcome home. Let not your heart be filled with fear. The spirit soars on honor's wings. Your heart is singing. You found your way. Welcome home. Welcome home. Thank you for participating in the Akvo. It is important that we remember our traditions. Together, we have kept away the predators that would take Maven's body before his spirit was ready to leave for Stovokor. Now he may seek the fellowship of Martok and continue the warrior's journey.
Pardon my interruption, Gintok. We have an urgent security matter. House of Torg warriors was seen gathering in the first city. We have word that they are planning an assault, and will be here any moment.
Send an alert to everyone on the estate. I will see to Lady Sorella. Prepare your men. We will not let these dogs catch us by surprise. Here they come. Show them no mercy.
Defend Lady Sorella!
House Torg will end you, Martok fools, and your pathetic house!
You desecrated the Akvo, and for that, you will die!
The ferry for Grathor leaves soon, and you shall be on it, you worthless Karut!
More enemies approach!
Torg sent his lackeys to attack us during a sacred ritual. He is truly a dishonorable Takek, and I will have my vengeance. Worf, Kemtar, honored allies of House Martok, hear me now. Lead our warriors against the House of Torg and bring an end to their treachery once and for all.
After everything you have done on behalf of the House of Martok, I ask that you see this campaign to its conclusion. The House of Torg must not be allowed to survive this day. The House of Torg's main base is located in the Gorath system. I will prepare our fleet, and we will attack while we have the advantage. Take Alexander with you, and he will ensure your ship is recognized as an ally by our fleet. Torg will soon discover that the House of Martok is stronger than he was led to believe.
We've arrived in the Gorath system.
To battle!
There is one of the freighters. Target it before it can escape. There is one of the freighters. Target it before it can escape. assets destroyed, House Torg will be unable to resupply their forces. At last, the stronghold of House Torg. Sagan's quarters are up ahead.
What's this? My dark assassin is here! Madness!
Torg severed, as it has always been, my friend. We must seek any further evidence of...
Idiots! You told us this place was secure! Target identified. Known crimes include treason and sedition. Terminated sanction. You dare to interrupt my drinking? You Martok fools must really want to die.
Those shipping containers in the back corner are not of Klingon design. These are Romulan shipping containers. This evidence connects Torg directly to the information we received from the Romulan Republic captain.
You fight well, but you will go no further, assassins!
Torg must be locked in his audience chamber. We must get those doors open! coward! He used his transporter! He has escaped for now. We must take the evidence we've collected to Qo'noS and... Incoming payload. It is...
The remainder of our fleet has assembled in the system. The House of Torg has called in Romulan reinforcements.
Reading a few ships on attack vectors, all with House Torg registries. Someone doesn't want us to present our evidence to the High Council. My father has contacted Chancellor Jumpok and explained the situation. He is waiting for us in the Great Hall. Father tells me that Torg will be present as well.
It is time. We must confront Torg.
Ambassador Worf and Kimtar. An interesting band of warriors, to be sure. The time has come. We are ready to hear your claim. Are you prepared to show evidence to support it? Worf, son of Moog, You have called this council on a very serious matter. Speak.
The House of Martok will show evidence that Torg, son of Cormog, has committed acts of treason.
I will not stand by and let the House of Martok spread more lies and deceit to this council.
This brave warrior, together with my son Alexander, uncovered a plot by the House of Torg to transfer weapons and classified technology to our enemies in the Romulan Star Empire. We have presented to the Chancellor's aides physical evidence and computer logs that will trace stolen weapons from the exchange through the House of Torg to agents within the Tal Shiar.
This dishonorable bastard would say anything to hide the weakness and decay in his own house.
The evidence is clear, Torg. It is the finding of this council that you have lost all sight of honor and are guilty of treason. The accusation stands. The judgment is discommendation. From this point forward, the House of Torg will be no more.
You have killed my son! You have stripped my house of honor! I will burn in the fires of Grethel! But not before I kill you!
Father, look out!
Ah! Alexander!
We will control the Empire! Kill these fools! Bring me out of here! Now!
It seems I am not the warrior I should have been, Father.
You were warrior enough to save me. All that matters now is that you are my son.
And for that, I am proud.
Save your strength, son. Help is coming.
They will be too late. Today is a good day to die.
It will be a good death. You are a warrior. This tragedy will not be forgotten. I want to thank you for rescuing my son from Rurapente and allowing him to die with honor. You have done much for the House of Martok, but we have also lost much. Perhaps, but the pain will remain. Alexander never realized that he truly was Kimtar, both then and now. We must remember to stay true to our beliefs. Only then can we live and die with honor. Until we meet again, warrior.
We will make sure the House of Torg is properly punished for their cowardly actions.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.